Hello everyone, welcome you all in once again lecture series Manufacturing Technology. I am Amit Tiwari, Assistant Professor, Department of Mechanical Engineering, Suresh Kanbiar University, Jaipur. Today we are covered the 10th lecture of Unit 2 and the topic is friction welding. The objective of the lecture is to understand employing safe work practices and safely set up and shut down friction welding machine. Second is to selecting appropriate temperature to different types of material. At the end of this lecture, the student will able to understand it is the outcomes of the this lecture where the student is able to understand wide variety of metals and metal combination can be welded by this process. Filler metal, fluxes or shielding gases are not required and welds can be made with the minimum of joint preparation. Introduction. Basically, the friction welding is just to indicate that by the application of heat. You can see here this is a friction welding which is now very popular and it is very safe type of welding we can say that because the friction welding is a solid state joining process that produce coincidence by the heat developed between the two surfaces by mechanically induced surface motion. It is solid state joining process or we can say that the mechanical friction between a moving working piece and a stationary component. Lateral forces that is upside is applied to plastically displace and fuse the materials. So what we do basically the friction welding because we just the term indicate that there is a friction. So when the friction comes, that means we can say that the application of heat. Due to the application of heat, we develop the heat between the two surfaces by the mechanically induced surface motion. Basically, this type of welding are now very popular and easy to weld, but we can say that it will take too much time and there is too much force required or high speed required for the welding between the two surfaces. What happens basically in this type of welding? For example, it is generally held on the lathe machine, or we can say that the with the help of the lathe machine, you will be one piece of workpiece are that there are two surface, and the one surface of that workpiece are taken to the put into the chuck, and another one is workpiece is put into the tool hole, where the tool hole and the chuck continuously move, and with the help of we can mix with the cutting edges, join the cutting edges, and apply the two high number of friction forces. For it, we will be find that after some time that forces with the help of forces and the heat is at too much generation, and for this two the amount of heat is generated at the surface of both the forces, and after some time both surfaces are combined together and make a single part. So this type of technique I invented very basically course very recently type here, which is very can say that it is a solid state joining process, and more the stationary in the moving the workpiece and the stationary component. So these all are the technique we are adopted for that increasing the number of welding. That is, there are the different types of welding, but in this type of welding, there is no requirement of filler material, there is no requirement of solder, there is no requirement of any special type of gases for the purpose of producing the heat. It is a very we can say that cheapest or we can say that the eco-friendly, which is not required any type of unwanted gases we release after the end of the friction, because these gases we can say that the friction, that is with the help of friction, that we generally want to heat produced between the two surfaces, and these two surfaces are generally help with the formation of we can say that too much amount of heat are generated. The temperatures must be required because with the high that if we do not require set up the high temperature, it is not possible for the mix for joining the two surfaces with for the application of moving a piece, and we can say that the stationary component. So we require too much high temperature for that, and this too much high temperature, it is required such a part of making component are joined together. So this type of technique are generally, we can say that it is now commonly used, and some small components will be joined. It is very easy and no labor skill be required for just gain the knowledge about the friction welding. Generally, what happens that when it is also doing some projects regarding to the BTech students, and some MTech scholars and PhD scholars are doing the research in the different parameters of the friction welding. Now at that time it is very popular, and they will find out some results, that means what are the heat affected on the surface of particular material want to join, or we can also identify the temperature effect with respect to the cutting with respect to the we can say the moving is workpiece velocity. So with the help of this, we can generate the how much amount of heat and how much power we required for that workpiece we move to as a test like. So there are the too many questions are arising, and many researchers are working on the research on the friction welding nowadays, and it is very popular technique adopted by the researchers. Most of the researchers are doing that research which are for MTech scholars and PhD scholars are doing research in the form of to find out the we can say to find out the heat affected zone, the surface of both the surfaces, and find out the temperature required for that particular speed, and how for that achieving the speed how much power we required. So this type of technique we will adopt it for the, you can say that friction welding is not easy, but it takes some skills, but do not make a skill labor, but this is take some skills and knowledge about having the temperature increasing, because you know how you know that at that particular speed you will achieve the temperature, so and at that particular speed will achieve that particular power. So you have no any idea, so you just required that to doing some research or any work that will related to the welding, which is not generally used, because we can say that there are the different types of welding, and all the weldings have a different advantages, but this welding has a different advantages. I'm just telling you that there is no requirement of any filler material, any we can say that the soldier or electrode for melting that, and for application of it, because and friction welding is just simple that you can mix the two, you can join the two surfaces together, and with the moving part you can apply the too much amount of forces, and due to this forces and friction we will generated, and with the friction the heat will produce a high temperature and join together, it's called a friction welding. So these are the some introduction part I'm just showing you. Now, what we do, that is the friction welding, working on the principle of friction. Obviously, that with the help of with the principle of friction, that's why we can say that the friction welding. In this welding process, the friction is used to generate heat at the intersurface surfaces. The logic is that the generation of the heat at the interface surfaces, that means we consider that this is the one, the both the end, right and the left hand, both the end you can join together with the help of machines. So the machines which we use for the lathe machines, it is, or any special kind of machines you have for the hold on the two surfaces to, and just with the rotation, the high speed of a moving part, and just join together, and we can have that after a certain time. It takes some time for generation that type of temperature we required. So it generally we required how much speed we required for generation this type of we can say that the forces or heat. So we can see during the certain time that both the surfaces are heat together, and they are joined together after a certain time, because it required some more amount of heat. Because I'm just telling you earlier, because this technique is not used for any type of a soldier or electrode or any gas which is in this type of welding we required a very low heat temperature and instantly, and also joined together with the surface. But in this type of we required too much amount of temperature, which is for maintaining the quality of the welding. This heat is further used to join two workpieces by applying the external pressure at the surface of the workpiece. The line indicates that this heat is further used to join two pieces by applying the external pressure at the surface of the workpiece. So obviously that is the when you applying some pressure, and with the help of the pressure you will increase the temperature of the particular zone, and with the temperature the friction are generated, and obviously they related to the heat are generated. Ultimately our goal is to increasing the heat to generate the heat, and they generate the heat by the application of the providing the external pressure for that the tube in between the two pieces they are joining done with the help of the heater. So the heat is generated by the pressure of the two surfaces. So it is keep in mind that during this type of welding, we just maintain the good quality. So we require the pressure, and we require some external sources, which is done by the some we required power for that particular achieve that process. So next line that we covered that in this welding process, the friction is applied until the plastic forming temperature is achieved. So this is the one most thing that time taken we required for that particular welding if you done, and it also depending upon we can say that the material property, or we can say that if the two metals are different together, different having the material both the and if the same material that easily to we can say that welded, but if we case the two different materials we have taken for the welding, so it takes us such more time, because depending upon the particular material of the workpiece. Because if you selected for the, for example, if you are selected for the steel, then you achieve the too much temperature, that is 900 to 1300 degrees Celsius temperature you want to achieve for obtain the friction welding. But in case of aluminum, if you having the aluminum, not the aluminum is not a very large amount. Aluminum is not a very large amount of temperature we required. Is often in the very, that is the fire say 700 to 800 degrees Celsius sufficient for that 600 degrees Celsius, and depending upon the situation which we all to alter. So the objective basically, I'm just saying that until the plastic forming temperature is not achieved, and not completely joined together, we want to require the plastically formation temperatures of 10 or is achieved. After that we can say that the friction will be done. So in this type of welding, basically we require the plastic formation temperature. It is the most important to understand that line. Next is it is normally 900 to 1300 degrees centigrade for the steel. If you use the steel for the welding, so we require a temperature approximation between this ranging. That is 900 to 1300 degrees centigrade. And depending upon the different type of material you have, and those material have what the mechanical or electrical or thermal property, because we every because if we join the steel, and so we require a particular temperature, but if you join the modern the harder the steel, and you require what temperature. So this type of research you are doing nowadays for metal joining, and this type of technique are very popular for this. There are several advantages, and there are many scopes of the research. The researchers are doing their work for the find out the particular material have a how much required for the speed, and how much required of power for it welding will be done. So this all are the researches are done on the basis of heat treatment by the new application of the friction welding. So that's why it is very popular and interesting to we said that this is a very interesting technique that are developed in this modern era. So that's why we required for such type of welding for the application of heat. Next is that is after this heat phase, a uniformly increased pressure force apply until the both metalwork piece make a permanent joint. So the line that indicates that the heat passes a uniformly increasing pressure force apply until the both metalwork piece make a permanent joint. So this line indicate that we apply continuously pressure until the both workpiece make a permanent joint. Because we required that a good machining, we required the proper quality of welding, and both the two end are joined together and make a single material after the welding. That is, we need too much amount of pressure we required for increasing that type of friction. So we do not stop, or we can change the pressure during the process, because we instantly we what type of pressure we required for the welding, we continuously covered from starting to the until the to both the surfaces are not joined together completely. So this is the some we require the standardization or standard value or standard terms we use for the welded, because we generally know that when permanent joint achieve, after that you will be remove the pressure that will help to you to understand the completely joining of a surface between the two materials. But when you are we can say the change the pressure or change the pressure during the operation, it will take more time, and it will not be we can say that a strong welding will, because they are the changing the pressure. With the changing the pressure, the temperature are changes at some particular point. Also maybe chances that some welded are not done completely, or some area will not be covered properly. After end of the process, you will find that some cracks are initiated, and because of some portion are not completely joined together. With the help of this, we just facing the too much any type of problems for regarding the we can say that welding operation. So until the we can say that both the pressure metal or work pieces make it permanent weld, we continuously increasing the pressure for that to achieve the good welding. And the last, that is the line that this joint is created due to thermomechanical treatment at the contact surface. So basically, what happened that the joining is created due to the thermomechanical treatment. We can say that at the contact surface. So the name indicates the thermomechanical. Thermomechanical, that means the application of the heat and the mechanical part, the mechanical working. The combination of the mechanical, that we can say that the thermomechanical. The name indicate that due to the mechanical work, we can generate the heat at the surface of the workpiece, and this surface of the workpiece will join after the certain temperature we achieve for the particular material, and we will find that some at the end of the operation, all the material are joined together. Now, what happened that is there are some working classify into the some following points. Let's discuss the every point in detail. The first is first, both the workpiece are prepared for smooth square surface. One of them is mounted on a rotor driven chuck, and other one remain stationary. So the basic condition we required for this type of welding is that the two pieces workpiece we have, and prepared like the square shape. The square shape needed for the preparing the material for the this type of welding, the friction welding, and where the one the workpiece is fixed on the mounted on the rotor that is driven chuck, and the other remaining are same. So one peak is continuously rotated with the respective to the chuck, because it holding on the chuck, and the other piece are that because stationary. First of all, this condition are first step to start this process for joining of friction with the help of heat. Second one is the rotor allow rotating at high speed. The rotor allow rotating at high speed, thus it make rotate mounted workpiece. The rotor allow rotate at high speed, thus it make rotate mounted workpiece. A little pressure forces is applied on the stationary workpiece, which permit the clean the surface by burnishing action. So the line indicates that the rotor allow rotating at the workpiece, because rotor have a capacity that how much amount of RPM we required for achieving the good pieces, and we can say that the little forces applied for the static workpiece. So what type of forces we require, and how much forces we require for we can say that a permit to clean the surface burnishing section. So we require some stationary workpiece for applying some little forces, and the rotor have also the required for the high speed for making the routed molded workpieces. Third one is that now a high pressure force is applied to the stationary workpiece, which forces it toward rotating workpiece. Third point is now high pressure forces applied to the stationary workpiece, which forces it toward rotating workpiece and generates a high friction forces. And the friction generated heat at the contact surface, it is applied until the plastic formation temperature is achieved. So what the third step we occur, where we basically get the generation of the high pressure applied on the stationary workpiece with the forces toward the rotating workpiece and they generate the high friction forces. So due to the high these friction forces, they generate heat at the contact area and until we do not stop this process when the join of the two metal are not conformed. So these are the some steps I was following because it is generally what happened that many of the researchers are doing the research related to this friction welding to achieve the number of take the number of experiment and we take some sample that is two sample, three sample, four sample, and we just mentioned that how much time required for the first sample and how much temperature we achieved for joining this temperature. This is the first number of experiment. Second sample we taken and again the experiment are repeated and we just to find out the what type of how much temperature we achieve for second sample and how much time taken for this. So these are the some different conditions we have achieved during the we can say that the metal joining process or the application of it. So these are the basically the fundamental required for this type of machine is to identify the pressure required for the stationary and work with and we can set the pressure required for the moving workpiece also. So with the help of the both the pressure which when we join together until the process are not completed, so there is a too much amount of temperature at the surface contact surface generated. So you maintain that surface because after that what happened that if you do not maintain the surface, it may be chances that some surface area are burned and will be remove the chemical composition of the material and the surface are destroyed the surface quality of the workpiece also. So it is a requirement to some standard parameters for the selection of the parameter. After that you will be doing the plastic forming and the temperature will achieve at the pure temperature as required. Fourth one is when the temperature is reached the desired limit. The temperature when the temperature is reached the desired limit, the rotor is stopped and the pressure force is applied. So the we can say that when the temperature is reached the desired limit, the rotor is stopped and the pressure forces is applied increasingly until the whole weld is formed. So that line indicator is very most important to understand. That is, rotor is stopped when the completely forces are applied on the net and the welded material are formed. So before that, we do not remove the material for the purpose of we can say that for the purpose of used for this welding is to join the metal. But if you are not patiently wait and just take there is no temperature generated and you will remove the workpiece from the chuck or we can stop the machine. So that's why the workpiece will not completely join the metal. It is a failure of material as you can see the wastage of money, wastage of we can say that the wastage of power also because when you are doing operation the power required for that particular time we required for the operation. So it indicates all the types of terms. That is fourth point. Fifth point is this welding is used to weld those metal and alloy which cannot be welded by the other metal. So it is just a unique type of welding we invented in the nowadays. It is this welding adopted when the condition is when the other welded method are not working or not able to join that surfaces. After that, you will select the unique type of welding that is the friction welding for joining the surfaces. So it is a very good advantages and a unique feature we having the friction welding. So keep in mind during that this welding is used to weld those weld metal and alloys which cannot be welded by the other metals. We can say that the if suppose you weld such type of special case of material which is not welded by any other type of material, because if you welded it, some metal are born and the metal not welded by the application of too much amount of temperature, the gas welding, arc welding, or any type of welding. So for reducing or to maintain the quality of the workpiece, we prefer the friction welding for doing welding operation. For that it is easy, and we can say that it is a unique, because we know it is not possible to all the material are welded with of as a gas welding or electro gas welding or any type of welding which we have. But we require some those welding who have a limitations and allow the provide the good surface finishing at the end of the machining. So this type of welding are helpful for nowadays. Now these are the four steps I am just showing in the figure to understand the principle of the friction welding. At least we can say that first step is to, you can see here these are the some rotating body. You can say this is a rotating body. First step, rotating body, and you can apply the pressure. You can apply the pressure at the end of. We can say that first point is to, these are the rotating piece, and these are the non-rotating piece. So you can see here, if you want to join these two pieces together with the application of heating, so what we do, you can fix this first section to the chuck, and chuck, when the chuck rotates at certain speed, this workpiece also rotated. And non-rotating piece, you can see here, this also you can fix the square shape and square shape type of stationary workpiece you can put in this section. And this is a stationary, because you do not require moving, we require only one piece moving. First step. Second step, during the rotation of the workpiece, you just connect with the rotating part, that is a friction, stationary part are connected with the rotating part, and just apply the some pressure at the end of the, you can say at the end of the stationary workpiece. So third step is that you can see in this diagram that is during the applying of the pressure, the heat is generated at the surface of contact area between the two line. You can see this type of area is generated, surface area is generated. You can say the heat are generated. Okay, in this portion you can see here. So these are the generation of heat by the application of pressure at the end of you can apply, but the stationary and the other stationary which generated the pressure, and you can see this diagram. And lastly, what happened at until the both the metals are not joined together, we can do not stop the applying the pressure. We can use the pressure until the both the surfaces are joined together. So you can see this are the plot point where the completely generation of the, we can say the single material which are melted, which are joined by the friction welding. So this working principle of friction welding are very popular for nowadays. It will be adopted, and it is very simple technique, and just to maintain the pressure. And basically what happened that we require the material property, because each and every metal have a different thermal property, so that it is difficult to find out if you do not find out this the temperature required for this particular material. So it will easy to help to you how. So you have to make sure that yes, it will require this type of temperature, and this temperature will help to you to joining the metal. So with the helping of this, we will understand it properly for making the rotating part of the rotating part of the workpiece. We require some certain speed, and how much pressure we apply on the stationary part. So just a calculation we required for obtaining the good results and good machinability. Now I can send this diagram that is like this of the some practical approach we have just mentioned here to understand the better knowledge or better clarity what happening in this type of welding. So you can see this diagram. This is the rotationary part, and put the one piece and on the surface of you can see here these are the one piece is rotationary, and the other surface that is workpiece which we bolt together join together, they are fixed on the stationary part. So this is the rotationary part, and this is the fixed stationary part. And after the starting the machine, you can see here these are the diagram where to join the two both the material by the application of friction. So you can see in this diagram that is when you continuously rotate the chuck, you can see these are the stationary part and these are the movable part. You can see this one. These are the rotationary part and this is the stationary part is fixed, and you can apply the pressure at that point, that area, or we can increase the speed of this rotationary part, and the application that you can put you can join both the surfaces together, and like this the heat is generated at the surface of where we welded for the mixture. So this surface is generated like at height amount of heat, and after that this with the help of continuously until the two surfaces are not joined together, we do not stop the machine. So these are the some working principle of the, we can say that, the heat application, or to generate the high temperature, high pressure by applying the external forces on the stationary body, and we apply the too much amount of heat we can produce with the help of the high speed required for the moving body. Now there are types of the friction welding, that is spin welding are the first we discussed. That is we can say that the friction welding is the rotating chuck along with the flywheel and after reaching the required speed motor. So these are the some welding operations. Second one is the linear welding. This one we can say that in linear operation, if you want to join this like that, and this portion you want to join, so you will apply the some unrounded portion that is shaped or compared to the spin welding, and material should be of higher strength. You can put the material of the together and join the material, and just you can find out the temperature of this particular zone and pressure required at particular zone. So you can identify, or you can check the timing also for the welding done. So these are the applications we required for the particular operation. For the maintaining the quality of the surface, we adopted this type of techniques which are not welded by any other method. So these are also the type of technique we normally used. Now the second type of another welding we have, that there are different types of welding. So we can say that they are the oscillation chuck welding, in surface coating, or the another one is that is also the type of a welding where which doing the weld with the application of one or tool is rotating on the surface of because these two surfaces, if you want to join like this, if you want to join this type two type of surfaces, so you can put the surface together, and you can apply the pressure and heat it on the tool, because this part is stationary and do not move with the surface to the tool, and the tool will move continuously over this filter. With the help of this filter, and the metal will be joined together. So this friction is between the tool, shoulder, and knee bend of work material. We can see in this diagram that is this is a probe, this is a tool hole shoulder. Like when this is a tool, advancing side of the weld. This is, we can say, advancing side of the weld, retreating side of the weld. You can just join the advancing side and retreating side to join together. So you can mix the join, connect it together and apply the amount of pressure at the tool, and we can move the tool sliding over the surface of the this workpiece. So with the direction of the movement of the tool, we can find that a joint will be done after the some of pressure applied, and temperature required. So this is the diagram we generally used for this type of technique we use for the joining of this structure like this. If you're joining the two structure, like which is not possible on the lathe machine, because it is not holded on the lathe machine, is rotating part are not possible for joining these two cutting edges and edges. So for this and edges, we join this type of technique, or this type of metal we having for pressure are required. So these all are the some conditions we achieve during the machining. There are some advantages and disadvantages are as follows. That is, it is environmental friendly process without generating smoke, etc. So these are the some benefits we have. Yes, obviously, because we do not require any solder, or we do not require any electrode or any special type of gases for a very take a large amount. So it will easily, we can say, that is eco-friendly. Then there is no any air pollution or in this process. So generally we prefer for the welding, but it also helpful for the joining the material in the two unwanted surfaces or unwanted surfaces. Second is narrow heat affected zone, so no changing property of heat sensitive material. It is the most good, we can say the best example. We can say that during the any other type of welding we have, if we done the different type of welding, except this friction welding, so we found that the chemical property or chemical composition must be changes because it applied too much temperature and due to high temperature and surface are burned and due to burning of surface most of the time that we found chemical compositions are changes. So this friction welding it is not happening like this. It is there is no heat generation because there is no change in the properties of the material because it we apply the certain point at this point only the heat are generated and it not most of the affected are not on the no change the properties in the heating material. Third one is no filler metal required because it's a good advantage because saving of money and we consider the not the lengthy process we are adopted. It is simple process. There is no requirement of any filler material. Fourth is the welding strength is strong in most cases. It may be found that this technique is very helpful to see that a strong bonding are obtained. Because generally, yes, it is. We can say generally it will offer the good surfaces with the good strong bonding, but most of the time we found it some weak portion also because we do not sufficient amount of process we done we taken or heat affected zone we required. So more time it not be happen, but mostly cases get the some strong layers are provided for the type of welding. Fifth is easily automated. Yes, easily automated. We do not have required any high level skills or we can say that it also operated by the automation also. We can put the material and until you can find our machine, we can put the coding of the machine and we can find that when the until the when completely not surfaces are joined together with the machine and continuously working on that. And the machines have detected the surface structure of the two surfaces and after they found it they will remove the part together and they just join the metal. Sixth is the high welding speed required. Yes, obviously that without a high speed we do not achieve the good welding because it's mainly the high speed required for the rotating part of the surface because with the help of the high speed you can increase in the heater because one at the end of the we can say that the stationary part we apply the pressure and rotation part apply the too much amount of speed then join together then it will happen that the temperature are increasing and the heat affected zone area we can see in the surface of the workpiece material. So the high welding required it is possible. Second is a wide variety of the metal can be welded with this process. There are the different types of welded metals will be required for purpose. Disadvantages is this is the most usually or we can say the only for round bar of same cross section the area we required. This is the most common used for the round bar because if you have a round bar section area, this type of welding is required only because other type of section it is difficult to weld it because it's not easily to rotate. So that's why the foundation they are having to select the friction welding, you will must select the rounded bar surface only. These are the some disadvantages. Second is the non-forgivable material cannot be welded. Non-forgivable material will not be melted because it achieves too much temperature and with the melting of the material it will achieve, but it is not happening in this type of welding. So it just some advantages, disadvantages we are facing. Third one is the preparation of workpiece is more critical. Yes, we can also say that some critical situation we are facing that during the preparation of the workpiece because we require the round bar section and for the round bar section only pipe you will weld it. You do not weld it any square type or rectangle type or any tangential type, any type of the metal because for preparing this type of workpiece or a round bar it takes some critical time or time wasting. So there are some disadvantages also. Fourth is a high setup cost. Yes, obviously that we require too much amount of power and pressure for that we require the timing or setup required very high. So these all are the some conditions we have in the difficulties facing during the friction welding operation. Fifth is that they are the limited joint design is limited. Joint design is limited because we do not join any type of design by the help of friction welding. Because the condition is that the one surface of one workpiece is hold on the workpiece and one surface hold on the stationary part. Because we do not require, and generally the condition often that we require a round bar rather than to use rectangular bar or square bar. That is not possible on the this type of friction welding, but generally it is used for the crown section bar. It is just commonly used for a particular section only, design only. So there are some limitations we can found it that disadvantages of the friction welding. Now we can see here that we have the some applications where the application of friction welding have. We can say that you can see in the all this diagram there the one thing is common, that is all of the rounded surface at the end of the where the joint. So you can see here this is a vertical joint here. You can find it this if you find to break the area from this, and you can join this, and this is you can join with the help of the friction welding. So this is a round bar. You can either twist drill if the break, and you can join it together. Join once again with the help of this. You can join the friction welding. So this you can see also gear hub, diesel injector section like this, and drill pipe. You can see this drill pipe here, and bimetallic engine wall. So first of all, you just observe that all the parts are you can say rounded parts, and we can easily to join because it is only one end we are fixing, and one on the other end we are remaining. The stationary for this are basically done by the only rounded bar. It is mostly used for that. So the automobiles we can appreciate that bimetallic engine, but versus universal joint yoke, gear hub, etc. And aeroplanes, the turbine blade joining, seamless joining, etc. Consumer at a hand tool and the support equipment. Industrial, we can say that spindle, taper tools, militaries, we can say that also applicant the friction welding. Medical and stainless steel joining for the container, marine, the shipping industry, milling and drilling industry, drill, etc. And hydraulic equipment is all of the application of the friction weldings we're having. For that, we just to be keep in mind that all these type of rounded bar are mostly used for this type of friction welding. Now it's time to just asking some question related to friction welding. What you learn from this lecture. First question is in friction welding process, materials are joined by dash motion between material. The options are rectangular, B rubbing, C translatory, or B Browian. So the correct answer of the question is B, that is rubbing. So we can say that the friction welding process, the materials are joined by rubbing motion. We can provide a rubbing motion between the two materials. After that, the heat temperature are occur at the surface of where to join the material. It is happening only by the rubbing motion. Second is the all metallic engineering materials which are dash can be friction welded. So the options are soft, B weldable, C forgeable, and D metamaterials. So the correct answer of this option is forgeable. So we can say that all metallic engineering material which are forgeable can be welded friction easily. Third question is friction welding is dash process. The options are A costly, B cost saving, C time consuming, and D high material selection selected. The correct answer of this is B cost saving. So friction welding is basically indicated as a cost saving processes. So that's why we prefer rounded bar for the friction welding. Fourth question is friction welding produce quality joint with a 100% weld. Friction welding produce quality joint with a 100% dash weld. That is, we can say that there are different type of joints. A is lap joint, B T joint, C butt joint, and D edge joint. So we use the edge joint, that is with a butt joint. Sorry for that. Answer is C, that is butt joint. Is easily we can say that 100% we can produce the good quality by the friction welding. So butt joint is the joint we are selected for providing the good quality. Fifth is which of the following is not true about the friction welding. So the options are A. Dissimilar metal cannot be joined. B. This technique is relevant faster as compared to the other technique. C. This technique is suitable for any part of shape or size. Or D. Sheared surface can also be joined by this process. So the correct answer of the question is A, that this similar metal cannot be joined. This is not true about friction welding. We can join also the dissimilar metal because if you are having the metal for aluminum and steel, then you can also join easily by the application of the friction welding. So this is first statement is we can say it's not true for the friction welding. Sixth is which of the following hold true for friction welding? The options are A. Hazardous fumes are generated during the process. B. Argon is used as a shielded gas. C. It is a power consuming process. And D. There are no solidification defect in the welded parts. So the option is D, which can say that there is no solidification defect in the welded part, hold it true for friction welding. Seventh is in inertia friction welding, dash energy of welding machine is used. So the options are electrical, B potential, C rotational, and D frictional. So the correct answer of the question is C, that is a rotational. We can say in an inertia friction welding, rotational energy of welding machine is used. Eighth is in inertia friction welding, one workpiece is connected to dash. The options are A flywheel, B pin tool, C rotor, and D generator. The correct answer of this A, that is a flywheel in inertia friction welding. One workpiece is connected to the flywheel. Ninth and second last question. Weld strength in inertia friction welding is more than direction drive friction welding. Options is A true and B false. The correct answer of this question is A. That it is a true weld strength in the inertia friction welding is more than the direct drive friction welding. It is true condition. And the tenth last question, that is in direct drive friction welding, lower weld force are generated. Condition is the two options are A true and B false. So the correct answer is the true. That is in direct friction welding, lower weld forces are generated. This is a true condition. So at the end of the lecture, I hope you understand the friction welding. Friction welding is just basically be applying the forces on pressure on the stationary body and applying the we can rotate the spin the speed of with the help of one workpiece together or a chuck, and we can rotate on the high speed, and the second stationary part we apply the pressure and join together. By this applying this to both the speed and the pressure together on the surface, we generate the temperature, and until the workpiece are not joined, we do not stop the machine. So this type of technique are generally used in the nowadays in industries, and also the research are doing the work on that research for the friction welding for quality improving of the welded material. So I hope you understand this lecture. Now at the end of I am preparing this some textbooks for to identify if you have any problem or you just want to know the more knowledge about the particular welding. So you prefer the such type of booklets, and that is the Principle of Manufacturing Materials and Processes, authored by James S. Campbell, published by Tata McGraw Hill. Second is the Manufacturing Technology by Foundry, Modeling and Welding by M.J. Rao from Tata McGraw Hill. Production Engineering Science by P.C. Pandey and C.K. Singh from Standard Publisher Limited. Fourth, Manufacturing Technology by R.K. Rajput from Lakshmi Publication. And the last one, Manufacturing Technology by N.P. Rao, which is Tata Metal Publication. I hope you understand this video, and if you have any query, any doubt, you will be drop me a mail on this regarding this today lecture on my email ID amit.tiwari@mygyanvia.com, and you will also be contact me on my mobile number that is 8690319448. I hope you enjoyed this today video. If you have any doubt, any query, you will be drop me a mail. Thank you for listening patiently. Thank you so much.